Okay, so the World Cup draw for the FIFA World Cup next year has been done. There are 8 groups. Group A is Russia, Uruguay, Egypt, Saudi Arabia. Nothing really interesting there. Group B is very interesting as you've got Portugal and Spain in the same group. Okay, tasty. Iran and Morocco. Group C, France, Peru, Denmark, Australia. So if you're an Aussie, you've got a tough group there. Argentina have a really difficult group in Group D. They have Croatia and Iceland, who are decent sides, and Nigeria again, and they lost to the friendly against Nigeria embarrassingly the other day, so not good. Group E's got Brazil, everyone's favourite second team, the Swiss, Costa Rica and Serbia. That's going to be interesting. Group F has got Germany and Mexico and Sweden and South Korea, so it's going to be competitive but not overly striking. Belgium and England are in the same group in Group G, Tunisia and Panama, so it's going to be just a dull group, I think. And Group H, Poland, Colombia, Senegal and Japan, so there's no real... The draw's been made, and I quickly went through all the groups and everything like that. It's going to be an interesting tournament. There's not one group apart from maybe Group B that really stands out to me as this is going to be a showboating group. It's just going to be a showstopper. Portugal and Spain is going to be the biggest game of the first set of fixtures. It's going to there's talent from all over the world, and there's Panama being the newest nation, never played at World Cup before. Some groups look weaker than others, but as we saw at the last World Cup and as we saw at the last Euros, don't hold anything to what nations are playing. I'm not stunned by how the draw was done. The draw was done very well. It was over very quickly. There are certain rule stipulations as well, such as the maximum of 2 European teams per group, and every other confederation's only allowed 1 team per group, so that was basically the only consideration. There were some teams that haven't appeared at the World Cup for a while appearing, and obviously there's some regulars here. The first game of the tournament, this is the first game of the tournament is Russia the hosts, obviously, and they are playing Saudi Arabia, so it's not going to be like a barnstorming, show-stopping event. More of a non-event, really. There's a lot of travel involved as well, so certain groups have more travel than others. Some have thousands of miles, some have just hundreds of miles between bases, so the selection of base camp very important. Russia's a very big country, spans a whole continent. In fact, it's over 2 continents. It's a huge nation. Obviously, fans and federations have had their concerns about security and hooliganism and logistics, and we shall have to see how this World Cup goes forward. But looking at the Confederations Cup this summer, that was quite a good tournament. The stadiums that were there were already ready. The ones that they were getting ready, they pretty much got all the stadiums ready. It's not as if they're not prepared like Brazil, so they've got at least something right. And just looking at these groups, there isn't really a group of death, really. There's some hard groups for certain teams because of the way they're playing. Argentina look like they could maybe not get out of their group in Group D. Obviously Brazil's everyone's favourites. The Russian hosts, they could do really well or really badly. They're the lowest ranked team on world rankings in the tournament, so that says something where Russian football is. France are everyone's dark horses because they've just got a very good squad. Portugal and Spain is the highlight match of the first round. Obviously Germany are the defending champions. They've got a reasonably decent early group and early fixture list, but there could be some surprises in here. Certain teams have, as I said, easier groups than others. Some are, got harder groups than others. Brazil obviously will not be anywhere near as bad as they were 4 years ago. We can make that categorically clear. They're going to be nowhere near as woeful and as wooden, and they're not going to lose a game 7-1. They are a far improved side from what they were, and there's some really talented players in all the countries. So we shall have to see what happens. Thank you very much for watching. I know this is I just had to watch the draw. I had to get all the information down correctly. Now we've just got to hope that all the players that are available for selection are fit and available. Obviously England-Belgium is going to be a good game as well because most of the Belgian side are based in England. But the standout match in the first week is Spain-Portugal. That is the standout match in the early phase of the tournament, quite early on. Obviously, the opening night with Russia and Saudi Arabia, it's not obviously the marquee tie, the marquee event, but there's no doubt it's going to be a good tournament. It's whether it can surpass Brazil 4 years ago, whether it can surpass tournaments like Germany in 2006 for entertainment, because there's been some really entertaining tournaments, at least since I started watching football in '94. So we'll just have to wait and see. Weather can have a big part to play in it. The weather can be very... In the Russian summer, you can have 35-degree heat and then a massive thunderstorm and biblical rain. As we saw, it's a very continental climate. There's huge climate variations because they're playing all the way from the Caucasus Mountains to the Urals to St. Petersburg. There can be great weather variations across European Russia. It can just biblically dump it down, or it can be really hot, as we saw at the Euros in 2012, and as we saw at Germany in 2006, a continental climate. It can be very hot, and heavy thunderstorms can occur, and that can really screw everything up. Preparation, if you're thinking it's going to be a dry day and a thunderstorm pops up, it just puts your preparation out the window. But all in all, it's been a pretty fair draw to all the teams. There doesn't appear to be a specific group of death, apart from Argentina and Nigeria being drawn again in the World Cup in the group stage. It's mad. They've had 5 out of the last 6 World Cups they're going to play each other in the group stage. I don't see any blowouts happening, but I can see it being a very interesting tournament. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll have some more videos for you soon. Please like and subscribe. I would have spent longer on this, but it's a World Cup draw. It's not as if the first rounds have started yet. This is going to be a big story next summer. This is going to be a big sporting saga. There's issues behind various things going on with Russian sport and doping scandals and FIFA stuff and corruption scandals. So to have the draw done and it being out in the open, it sort of is a positive story. And it's great to see, the UN of football. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, place them below, and I'll have some more videos for you soon.